What's going on, guys? Money Making Joey back here doing a video, and this video is actually not going to be long, but I think it's definitely time that someone makes a video like this, because I know, I live in New Jersey here in the United States of America, but mental health is actually something that I think we as people need to take seriously. I feel like too many times it's something that's swept under the rug, and it actually shouldn't be. And you have some people that will say, just the people walking down the street, but even with your family, you need to make sure that, everything is aligned. And if someone needs help, you help them. You just don't push them to the side. And the reason why I'm making this video and I'm making this point about mental health is that I think that it's widely misunderstood how much of a psychological effect it takes on your brain and your body and everything else when you consider being a day trader. I feel like it's something that a lot of YouTubers that actually day trade don't really speak about. But there was one point in time where, when I was a newbie trader, I did a lot of moves that I shouldn't have done, and it cost me thousands of dollars in the market. There is a video on my YouTube channel where I fully go over this story, but when I made that video, I didn't fully go into the state of depression that I was in. My mind went somewhere completely different. And it's for a number of reasons. The main two that I can personally think of was I risked way more money than what I should have. What I actually lost in the market at the present time in my life, and this was years ago, was more money than I could stomach to lose. And not to mention that this was right around the holidays, Christmas, and right around my birthday. So it put me in a depressed state, and shout out to my wife. I love my wife so much, because and this made me realize why a lot of people go into trading groups, because even though my wife was there for me to speak to, it's hard to speak to someone who they don't fully understand what it is that you're going through, what it is that you do, and everything like that, just due to the fact that they don't do it. So my wife has a little bit of an understanding, but when I talk Forex and crypto and stuff to her like that, I'm speaking Chinese to her. It's totally different when you have a group of traders that at the end of the trading day, you can go and you can sit with, and you can just spew it all out. Because a lot of people paint the picture that this is all sunny, we're driving Lambos, AMGs, we're street racing, we going to clubs, we throwing money, and that's not the true life of an actual trader. That's actually not. Most of the time, I'm sitting in front of my computer, and most of the time, I am on a emotional roller coaster. And this emotional roller coaster, it's twisting and turning. It's going in all different directions, because my wife will say sometimes, I'll be honest with you guys, that I'm bipolar. But in all actuality, what's going on is you have your winning days, you have your winning weeks, you have winning months. And the feeling that you have, you feel like you're on top of the world. Let's go to the roof. We going to roof, Chris, tonight. We going to Capitol. Where we going to McCormick's. Where we going tonight? We going to the club. Let's pull out the AMG, get it washed, and life is just great. But the reality is that is not what happens all the time. Remember, I said it's a roller coaster. So now on the flip side of this coin, and this is where I guess the bipolar comes in at. When we have that losing day, it's not a good day. When we have that losing week, it's not a good week. When we have that losing month, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I haven't ate oodles, well, not oodles of noodles, but ramen noodles, probably since 2011. But I'm just using this as an example because it's the same mood that it takes me to. Baby, ain't no Capital Grill, no Roof Chris, no McCormick's tonight. We can't go to McCormick's and get that nice stuffed stuffed shrimp with crab meat. We can't. It's ramen noodle night, ramen noodle week, ramen noodle month. And this is why I tell a lot of people diversify. The way that I curb this, and I know a lot of traders go through this. They don't, the YouTuber ones don't talk about it, but this is what's going on behind the scenes. The way I learned to curb it, and this is going to be some real motivation for a lot of you that are depressed. You're going through it right now. You're thinking about quitting. What got me out of that mind state, that roller coaster, was diversification and never using more money than I'm comfortable on losing. Whenever I take a losing trade, for the most part, when I have that losing day, that losing week, I'll be honest, I shrug the shoulders on it. Now, I'll still be honest, we're still in that point where when it's a losing month, busting out the ramen noodles. But like I said, the last time I've had ramen noodles was 2011. We're in 2023. Diversification is what takes that bad month. And I shrug my shoulders on it because even though I didn't make any money, and I've emphasized on, making sure your life is right. This is why I did videos on don't just go quit your job all quick and willy-nilly before you have 2 to 3 years in the game. Because the worst state of depression that you could be in is, damn, I left my job last month. It's not working out now, and I got bills to pay. I got a family to feed. I have kids. That's... And the biggest thing that you don't want to do as a man is seem like less of a man to your woman or your family. So that's why you definitely have to be on your P's and Q's. Going back to diversification, I've mentioned this before in previous videos. I have about 3 other businesses, and I have more than that. But I have 3 businesses that I know at the end of the month for sure, I have more than enough money to pay my bills. If I take a couple $1,000, $10,000 loss over here, it's substituted by something over there. I spoke previously about having multiple different streams of income. That way, when 1 or 2 of them doesn't work for the month, you have all of these other ones. You're fully diversified. And even when it comes to not just jobs and business, and when it comes to just your portfolio and investing, don't day trade every single thing you have. Use 5 to 10%. The other stuff should be in dividend stocks that's paying you. You're making money off of that. If you got to do some bonds, whatever the case may be, get yourself some gold and silver. But again, before I wrap this video up, I want to stress the importance of the understanding on mental health, what's going on in your mind, where it's taking you on this journey. Because for a newbie out there that doesn't know everything I just said, you might think that I'm crazy. For all of the traders out there who can relate, do me a favor, because this is for the newbie traders who think I'm crazy. Get down in the comments and you let them know, listen, this is a roller coaster. And a lot of different YouTubers, I mentioned it previously, they like to tell you about all of the different beautiful things that can definitely happen to you on this journey. But it's really a very few that will actually get in front of this camera and tell you about how I had a depressed Christmas, about how, just whatever, tell you the bad days, tell you about all the bad months and what really actually happens. It's not all just Lambos and AMGs, but I wanted to make this video and send that out to you guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you feel me, please. And get subscribed if it's your first time seeing me here on YouTube. Money Making Joe, I'm out of here. See you guys in the next one.